So lads, this whole Ben Simmons saga is kind of getting ridiculous now. It's kind of getting a little bit ridiculous. And honestly, one thing that I called from the very start that nobody else called seems to be the truth. And I still think it is the truth. And it's that the Sixers don't want to trade Ben Simmons. I'm highly confident of that. And the Sixers do not want to trade Ben Simmons. Their asking prices are so ridiculously high and they're not budging that they in fact have no interest in trading this guy. The Sixers want to keep him, and it's been evident the whole way along throughout the years that the Sixers have wanted to keep the guy. But like what the hell is going on with this one though? Like, is he trying to force his way out? Does he want to be there? No one has a clue. First of all, where is Ben Simmons right now? He's doing the same thing he has done for the last 4 off seasons. And it's show videos of him in practice, in scrimmage situations, hitting jump shots, in workouts, hitting jump shots. Well, newsflash, he's been doing that for years. He's been doing that since before he was in the NBA. There's nothing mechanically wrong with his jump shot. He is not going to become a better shooter by shooting 500 shots a day. He's just not. It was like for years when Dwight Howard shot 500 free throws a day, it didn't affect his free throw shooting. The problem with Ben Simmons is right in here. It's mental. That is the problem with Ben Simmons shooting. Like, I'm trying to think of some people that like Giannis. The problem with Giannis is not mental. He will shoot the ball. The problem with Giannis, I don't know what the hell happened to him when he put on muscle. Did he put on too much muscle? Did Jason Kidd ruin his jump shot? I don't know, because he could shoot coming into the NBA. Not particularly well, but he was a mediocre shooter. Giannis mechanically forgot to shoot. But at least he will still chuck. He'll still chuck him. Free throw line, obviously, take out Game 6 of the NBA Finals. Giannis had been a good free throw shooter at the start of his NBA career, or at least a LeBron James level free throw shooter, which is not good, but not bad enough that it's a problem per se. But Simmons, mechanically, he's fine. The shot's fine. The problem is, for a year, he wouldn't shoot them. He wouldn't shoot free throws. And again, I will always talk about the story when I went to a Philadelphia 76ers practice in London, and there was a load of media there, and he was scared to shoot in a practice. He was scared to shoot. The team was doing shooting drills. So you know what Ben Simmons did? He just stood on the side and watched. He was scared to fail in front of people. That is the problem with Ben Simmons, which is why there is no excuse. There is no excuse for him not to be at the Olympics right now. He's decided to not compete in the Olympics. On the 23rd of June, he had not told them yet. He had not told them less than a month before the Olympics. As of then, he had not told the Australia team. There was a report that he wouldn't be going, and he still didn't even tell them. He didn't even tell them. And that's the whole thing with Ben Simmons. This guy, is he a good player? Yes. Do you really want him on your team? I don't know. I really don't know at this stage. He's a great player. First of all, let me just get this right here. This right here. The Philadelphia 76ers are still seeking 4 future first-round picks for Ben Simmons. And an all-star player. By the way. There's more to this. They want an all-star level player and 4 future first-round picks. Who do they think he is? Ben Simmons is a borderline all-star player. As in, he's a player that may make an all-star team one year, may not make an all-star team next year. They literally want someone that's as good as Simmons and 4 first-round picks. Are the Sixers crazy? Are the Sixers crazy? And the answer, no. It's not. The Sixers just want to keep him. Simply put, the Sixers want to keep Ben Simmons. As Ramona Shelburne said, NBA on the jump, the Sixers are open to bringing Simmons back. They've always been open to bringing Simmons back. They don't want to get rid of Simmons. They are stubborn. They have made some of the worst front office decisions we have ever seen since 2017. We saw them trade away a pick for Tatum to trade up for Fultz. Again, no one realized Fultz was going to get the yips in his first season. Was going to get injured, then get the yips in his first season. No one knew that was going to happen. So, in fairness, there's a pass on that. They then traded away the perfect player in Mikal Bridges. Mikal Bridges was the perfect player, and they said it on the night. His mom worked for the organization. He literally had family in the organization. He was the perfect pick. He traded away for Irish Smith, who didn't even fit. Obviously, he's out of the league right now. But he wasn't going to fit. Even if he hit his peak, he was still not going to fit with Simmons and Embiid. Then they went and signed Al Horford. They weren't able to keep Jimmy, and they signed Tobias Harris to a max. I like Tobias Harris. Trust me, I like Tobias Harris. But why would they sign Tobias Harris and Al Horford in one offseason? It just did not make sense. Like, one of the weirdest teams I've ever seen was that 2019 Sixers team. Thank God they did a little bit of a decent job bringing in Danny Green and stuff. But still, are Simmons and Embiid going to work together? I don't know. I really don't know. At times, they look great. I think Simmons can be great at times. But like we saw it in the playoffs, he was scared to shoot the ball over Trae Young. Ben Simmons has the tools to be Giannis. But the most important muscle, as Kareem Abdul-Jabbar will always say, the most important muscle in basketball is the brain. And while he is an incredible passer, his vision is absolutely incredible. There's something about basketball players when they have just that ability to just dig in and say, screw it, I'm just going to attack the basket. I'm going to attack strong. I don't care what happens. I'm going to go for something. And it's not even the, quote, killer instinct, because I don't at times agree with that. I don't agree with people going out chucking. I don't think that that's the best way to play a game of basketball. But then there's the opposite of Ben Simmons, where he just won't shoot. When the going gets tough, Ben Simmons won't shoot. No matter what happens, he won't shoot. There is no reason. Like, let's be real. Ben Simmons shoots the... Like, Giannis, I know for a fact, like, people are saying Giannis shouldn't shoot the three-pointers. I think Giannis should shoot the occasional three. More than 3 a game? Yeah, that's too much. But, like, I think Giannis should shoot the occasional three, because if he goes and hits 2 in a row, then all of a sudden the defense has to start to think. I get that. If you're Ben Simmons and you won't shoot, the defense can just pack it into the paint. He's obviously not a point guard. He obviously wants to go to Golden State, which is evident because he is not even, as of right now, he is not even responding to the Sixers organization. So all the stories about them not being able to get in contact with him appear to be true. They appear to be true. Like, he wants to go to Golden State even though they don't have leverage. Like, what do they want from Golden State? Do they want Moody? They probably want Moody, Wiseman, Kuminga, Wiggins to match contracts, and 4 first-round picks. That's probably what they want for him, which is obviously, like, they would be dumb to turn that down. Even if you want to keep Simmons, they'd be dumb to turn that down. But, like, the Warriors aren't going to get him. In reality, Wiggins, Wiseman, Kuminga, and a first should get him. That's what should get Ben Simmons. Because, like, is Ben Simmons in the top 20 players in the league? No. The Sixers have a price tag on him like he's James freaking Harden because they want to keep him. So I don't think there's anything Simmons can do. I think Simmons, again, as usual, can just go into these workouts and he's going to... And I wouldn't even be surprised if he's thinking to himself, I'm going to be a better shooter next season. And within 2 or 3 games, he realizes, oh, I'm just going to be kind of scared to shoot the ball. I'm not going to do anything. Like, the problem again, like, is he going to shoot the ball better next season? I doubt it. Like, unless we see Ben Simmons game 1 shooting 4 3-pointers, which he's not going to do. If we're going to see him shoot 1 3-pointer every 4 games, yeah, he's done. He's done. He's hit some sort of a peak. Can he be a good player? Can he be an all-star level player? Yes. Is he arguably the best all-around defensive player in the NBA? Yes. He straight up is. But, like, the only team I can see him really fitting into is the Warriors. And he'll have to play at the 5. If he wants to play with the Warriors, he's playing at the 5. Just straight up. You cannot have him, Draymond, and even if you got Stephen Clay, you can't have him, Draymond, and a center. He's got to play at the 5 or the 4 or whatever if you want to say he's playing there with Draymond. But, like, yeah, I don't see how many teams Ben Simmons makes better. And I don't mean, like, if you put Ben Simmons on the Minnesota Timberwolves, would he make them win more games? Of course he would. I mean, what contending teams he makes better? I don't know. I really don't know. Because he is not only one of the worst shooters I've seen, he doesn't have the aggressiveness of Giannis. He's a way better passer than Giannis. But he doesn't have the ability to score the ball in any way. He doesn't have that switch in his head to say, I'm going to go to the basket and put it into the basket. So for that reason, I don't know what, first of all, I don't know what team he fits with. I mean, if he's going to fit with anywhere, it's the Warriors. But again, this doesn't suit the Warriors either. Like, we all know the Warriors about continuity. They play a system. And honestly, team chemistry is a huge thing. This doesn't suit the Warriors' MO. A player just deciding to cut off all communication with anyone in the organization, to just ignoring his team when he's supposedly working on his game right now. He's meant to be out here working on his game so that he can go back and play with the Sixers. The Sixers are clearly not shopping him. They clearly want to keep him because they're putting such a high price tag on him. They clearly want to keep him. So his team wants to keep him. He doesn't want to be there anymore, apparently. And I don't get it. Like, the Sixers have been patient with a guy that has shown no improvement in 4 years. He was spectacular as a rookie. And you know what? If this Ben Simmons was a rookie, he would be spectacular. The problem is you're meant to get better. He not only hasn't got better, he's become even more hesitant to shoot the ball. Like, his defense is spectacular. It's getting way better. But on offense, he's more of a liability than he was as a rookie. He's more of a liability. Like, come on. I wonder if there is a team that's going to be dumb enough to give up a Harden ransom for him. I wonder if there's going to be a team dumb enough. Or if the Sixers are going to run it back with two incredibly talented players and waste another year of Embiid's prime, pairing him with a guy that's just going to clog up the lane for him when the going gets tough. So anyway, that's the video. I don't particularly like Ben Simmons. That's kind of a given. That is kind of a given. But at the end of the day, he bailed on his country because he wanted to get better. And by getting better and in doing his workouts, he's doing the same thing he's done for the last 4 years and it hasn't worked. So evidently he just doesn't want to play for Australia. That's a given. He just doesn't want to play for them. He didn't even, when the news broke, he wouldn't even tell Australia that he backed out. And now he's just completely ignoring his team. While people are actually expected to think that he's going to come into this season not the exact same player. Come on. Ben Simmons is a borderline all-star. If he ends up playing with the Sixers, they're probably going to be a top 2 or 3 seed in the Eastern Conference and then get upset again in the playoffs because he's Ben Simmons. And he's the exact same player as he was in 2018. So anyway, that's the video. Yeah. Not a big fan. Thank you guys for watching. Please like, comment, and subscribe.